I need all the caffeine I can get right now. What's up, guys? So today is Thursday. It is technically our Friday because we don't work Fridays. And today is a real special and big day because today is debond day. What debond means is when we take braces off. So all we're doing all morning is taking braces off today. We have a total of 15 patients in the morning who are all getting their braces removed. It is so exciting. In our office, we have a lot of fun things planned for our patients. We have balloon arches, cotton candy, popcorn. We have 6 assistants. And when we work this morning, we're going to work how we normally work. Just pull the patients as they come in. I kind of had made like a funny remark that maybe we should see who does the fastest debond and time ourselves. But I know that's not something that we're not going to do, because when we do debonds, you never know what's going to happen. You never know if you have a sensitive patient, if you have a gagger, if your impression material messes up, if you pour up your model wrong. Like, it's a list of things that can go wrong. I did wake up a few minutes early so I can run to Dunkin' Donuts to get some coffee, some breakfast, and then I'm gonna head to work. Can I have a large iced hazelnut coffee?
Yeah, large hazelnut
Iced. And can I have extra swirl and extra creamer?
Yeah, so a large iced hazelnut.
And then
Extra hazelnut and cream.
yes, and may I also have that topped with whipped cream? Can I also have it topped with whipped cream and drizzle?
Whipped cream and drizzle. Anything else, honey?
Yes. Then may I also have a chocolate frosted donut?
And a chocolate frosted donut.
Yeah. Can I also have the sausage egg and cheese croissant?
A sausage, egg, and cheese croissant.
Yeah. I messed up my order, y'all. I had to send it back because I want whipped cream. I told y'all they tried to mess up my order, so I'm guessing they probably just didn't put the whipped cream because they don't have the right tops. And she asked if I wanted to top it with this. I told her I would top it once I'm done with the whipped cream because I didn't want the whipped cream to settle and get squished. See? So I'm gonna drink it up a little bit, then I'll put my top on. I need all the caffeine I can get right now. It's gonna be like that. So I just got into work, and here we have this popcorn stand machine. So it's not set up yet, but we are going to bring this upstairs and set it up so we can pop fresh popcorn for our patients. This is an old school carnival type popcorn machine. It's really cute, and I know it's gonna have the office smelling great. These are a few signs that we'll place out front with our balloon arches and candy and popcorn so that patients can take pictures. Whenever a patient gets their braces off, we always give them a popcorn box with goodies and a balloon tied to the end of it. Inside these boxes, we put popcorn, candy, retainer cleaner stuff that you can soak your retainers in. We also have a copy of retainer instructions and then a free Redbox code for a free movie. So we are going to do our normal tradition, giving these out to every patient. Going into our closet here, I'm going to fill up some balloons and get some string so I can finish the popcorn boxes. We keep helium here in the office, which is this big huge brown tank. Here we have our balloons and our string. So right now I'm just going to start finishing up the boxes by getting one balloon here and filling it up with helium. You can see, we do have a lot of pre-cut string already laid out on this helium tank. We do try to do things before if we can to set up for the next day. So a lot of the string was pre-curled and pre-cut for me. So all I had to do once I filled up one balloon with helium was just grab a string that was already ready for me. So as I'm setting up, we do have some of the other ladies setting up the front area with cotton candy, balloon arches. They are popping fresh popcorn up front for patients, even though we are sending them with a pack of popcorn in the popcorn box. This is something, like I said before, we always do, but today we will have fresh popcorn for the patients, fresh cotton candy, music, picture frames, and all that cute stuff. So I am going to go ahead and pre-fill all of the popcorn boxes with retainer cases. So I'm just going to quickly put this case here in the box that I have made up. So here's what our popcorn boxes look like, and of course I will need 14 more. So since I'm going to be taking braces off, I am going to put on this disposable lab jacket instead of my thick washable one. I'm also going to grab my safety goggles here. My face shield. And a mask, of course. Thank you for all of the support. If you're still watching this video, go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't already, I do orthodontic and dental videos every Tuesday, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. So we keep pre-made trays here in our office for every procedure. So as you see here in this drawer, we have trays made up with hand pieces and burrs. This first drawer has everything we typically would need for a debond. So right now I'm going to take one out here. We have a hand piece so we can remove glue with the different burrs, a funnel so the patient can hold to catch dust, mirrors for final photos, bracket remover, and a scaler. Time to get busy. On my lunch break here in the break room, I have leftover chili that I brought for lunch. Right now I'm getting it topped with my shredded cheese, and then I'll go ahead and place this back in the microwave so I can get it nice and hot and melted. And of course I have cornbread on the side. I ended up seeing 3 people. I took 3 people's braces off. I did mention earlier that we were going to have 6 assistants, but when I got here this morning, we only ended up having 5. So even though we were down 1 assistant, it really didn't affect us because everything was still flowing really good. We do have a person who cleans chairs and does sterile the instruments. So as soon as we were finished, the chair was clean by the time we came back, and if our chair wasn't clean, there was another chair that was clean. In our office, we don't have assigned chairs. We just go from chair to chair, whichever chair is available. So like for example, when I finished my first debond, I quickly grabbed another debond that was waiting, and I went to the chair that was clean, which was a different chair, and it just kept flowing like that throughout the day. With our debond appointments, after we take the braces off, we do take impressions, and with the impressions we put models, and with the model we make our retainers. We do also do final photos and a final x-ray at our debond appointments, so you can imagine how long that is. Our debond appointments for our office, we are scheduled an hour for each debond. So in 1 hour we have to remove all of the braces, remove all of the glue, make retainers, and take final records, which includes final photos in a final panel. Usually we can get all that done in an hour. Like, I'm pretty good at getting it done in an hour, but sometimes I may go over if something happens. Like if I have a sensitive patient and I'm going slow, I may run over. If I have a patient who's like a gagger, doesn't like taking impressions, I may run over. Sometimes everything goes really well and I have something that slows me down in the lab. Like for example, the retainer is loose because it didn't suck down all the way on the model, or my impression tore and I have to go back and take a new impression, or if I have like a defect in my impression that I overlooked, I will have to get that impression again. So little things like that can affect the time and allow you to go over if you don't really, watch out for those things. So my first 2 debonds I did finish on time within an hour. My last debond, the last patient I had, I did go over, I think like 30 minutes because we started getting behind. So my last patient was scheduled to be seen at 11 o'clock, but I didn't get him seated until 11:15. So I was already down 15 minutes. So that kind of got me. And we only got him seated late because we were waiting on another assistant who was available. Like I said before, we can go over sometimes. And one of the assistants did go over, or maybe 2 of the assistants went over, which kind of just trickled a domino effect of having a person seated late. But that's common. It wasn't a big deal. Everything was still flowing. The patients were still happy. They were occupied, had things to do while waiting. And everything was good. For our debond day, we are only seeing debonds just in the morning. We did tell our doctor that we would like to see debonds the entire day next time. So when I do go back into work today, it'll just be like a regular afternoon. We'll have regular appointments. I'll have adjustments, retainer checks, and we do have 1 bonding, and that's when we put braces on. Typically on a regular day, we will keep long appointments only in the morning. So our long appointments are bondings, we put braces on, and debonds, we take braces off. We try to keep those in the mornings, and we try to keep short appointments in the afternoon. But like today, for the afternoon, we have a bonding, because if we can get a bonding in, we'll get it in, because we try to make a goal with getting as many bondings as we can every month. Well, I'm about to go back into work. I'll keep you guys updated. So we are done for the day. I just got finished seeing my last patient this afternoon. Right now, I'm going to clean up. I have already taken down this balloon arch. So right now, I'm going to deflate the balloons and put all of this in the trash. I ended up seeing 6 more people this afternoon. I did not get the bonding. As I mentioned before, we did have a scheduled bonding to put braces on. One of the other assistants ended up getting the bonding. All of my patients were regular adjustments where I just changed wires and colors. But I did have to end up adding 2 more braces to one of my adjustment patients because we were waiting on the upper canines, which are the eye tooth, to come in. And when that patient came in today, the 2 eye teeth were ready. They were all the way in. So I was able to add 2 braces to those teeth today. As you see me, I'm just cutting all of the balloons without confetti because I do not want the confetti to get everywhere, because that can be really tedious to clean up. I'll cut the ones that has confetti over the trash can so they'll just fall into place and won't get everywhere. That did not last. This is exactly what I was trying to avoid. So I'm just going to sweep it all up. Whatever I can't get with the broom, I'll just get with the wet paper towel. These are some braces that were left behind. I just like to double back in the still room to make sure everything's put away. So I'm going to place these in the biohazard box. We do not dispose any type of metal or wires in the trash cans. We always make sure we dispose them in this biohazard box here. Crazy thing is, some patients like to keep their old braces, which is weird, but we didn't have any of those requests today. So we keep our stone in this bucket here. We used stone to pour up our models and use the models to make retainers. As you can see, this entire bucket is empty. We did use the entire bucket this morning with all of the debonds that we had. So I am quickly filling this bucket up so that when we come in for the following day, that this is already set and ready. So in our office, we do typically still take impressions and pour up our own models because we make our own retainers, but we do still do digital scans with the aditl machine, and we'll sometimes have an outside lab make our retainers by sending them the digital scan. But if we don't have to do that, we necessarily won't do that, so we can have the retainers made the same day. I know that a lot of offices have shied away from doing it the old-fashioned way just because it's easier on the patient to take the scan instead of the impressions. But we still do that because we get to have the retainers made the same day when the patient leaves, when they get the braces off. So as you see, I have this all filled up and ready for the next day. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.